morning, afternoon, evening, middle of the night, whenever you're watching this, welcome. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. I am very, very grateful that you are here. I'm glad that you came, saw, and liked, and subscribed. So, thank you. And all of my subscribers that have been with me for quite some time, still in my heart. I actually remembered my mic this time. Special moments. So I'm going to do a whole bunch of pendulum work today. A lot of people have sent me some dates that were possibly important. You know, if you watched my last video, this might make a little bit more sense. My grand tableau on Marjorie Taylor Greene. Sorry, I got those a little transposed. Imagine that. So, me making a mistake. I don't know where that comes from. So, anyways, we're going to do some pendulum work on those. I'm also going to ask the question I didn't get to yesterday in our live. Somebody asked me, why isn't Letitia James pressing charges on Trump and his family? So, I'm going to definitely take a look at that and some other things. How I do it is I ask Spirit to remove me and my ego out of the way, and then Spirit speaks through me and uses Spirit's energy to do my pendulum. So stay tuned. I will switch around my camera so you can watch every minute of it. Stay there. I'll be right there. Okay. Yep, still have my mic on. Gotta remember that. All right, here's my pendulum. All right, so what I'm using is because these can draw some really, really dark energies, and so I wanted to get down to the belly of the beast. These are the Alchemy Tarot. If anybody knows what these are, they're just an ancient. They have some really dark pictures, to be honest. But, you know, I have protection. I am completely protected, so do not worry about me. My table is protected. I have a lot of protection going on, so I'm able to have my pendulum and all of my tools work for me but not against me. So just remember that. So I'm going to show you some of the pictures. These are some of the cards that I've picked out to get into the QAnon idealistics and information. Boop. So these are just, you know, I've picked out some of the ones that I think would definitely get into the belly of the beast, and these all mean something. You can use them as Rider-Waite or not. It's up to you. So I'm going to place these right here, and I'm going to ask the questions. So those all represent what the QAnon thinking and atmosphere and attitudes. So somebody says January 31st. So I want to ask the question, is January 31st an extremely important date for the QAnon wackadoodles? I don't want to give any validation to these wackadoodles. I just want you to know that I am not here to tout their BS, to tout any of their conspiracy theories. I just read on that. I really want to read on that date to see what it is that they are thinking about and what it is that's going on. You're not seeing orbs. I just have also another layer of protection with some of these. That guy. Of those. Just another layer of protection, so don't worry about that. All right, here we go. Is January 31st important to the QAnon wackadoodles? And I have programmed my pendulum, so I'm going to make it move. I'm going to make it move so I'll show you. So I have programmed my pendulum. It goes like this is yes, up and down like this, and then no is in a circle. Like that. Okay? That's how I have. And sometimes I get a maybe if it slowly moves. There's something else to it, and I usually know that I need to get deeper into the question. So here we go. Is January 31st an important date for the wackadoodles QAnon? Is January 31st an important date? It's telling me no. It's telling me no right off the bat. That is not the date. Okay. So now I want to ask about July 29th. So July 29th is actually the 1776 insurrection. That's the date of that 1779. That's the reason why they kept on saying 1779. It was the July 29th. It was the date of the insurrection of the Capitol. So that is the reason why we're going to ask, is it going to be July 29th? Is that an anniversary? Is that an important date for them? July 29th. July 29th for these little wackadoodles. Is that an important date for them? Yes. It is an important date for them. So I'm definitely going to, look at that. I'm definitely going to read on that and see what that really means. So yes, July 29th is an important date for them. So March 4th. March 4th is another wackadoodle, QAnon, moving the goalpost to keep their base happy date, saying that, I guess, this is just rumor. I have not read it anywhere. So I just want you to know I have not read it anywhere. But I guess apparently from what you guys have told me on my comments is that they are believing that the orange Florida guy is going to be inaugurated and placed as president. So let's see if July 4th is any significance for these wackadoodles. Is July 4th significant for these little wackadoodles? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. So these two dates are incredibly important to them. The anniversary, I think, is the one that came up in my grand tableau, which would be the July 29th. I think I'm going to definitely read on that. July 29th, are they planning another insurrection? These wackadoodles. Is QAnon planning another insurrection July 29th? I get a slight yes. It's almost like people are saying and suggesting it, but it doesn't look like anything is organized. It doesn't feel like that. I want to know, is QAnon going to dissolve? Are these wackadoodles going to give up and dissolve? Is QAnon going to dissolve? Woo, and it says yes. They're going to dissolve. Their power is going away. All right. That's good to know. That's what we've all been reading on. All the readers have been reading on, like, it's going to go away. They're going to lose their power. They're going to lose their... because they have to keep on moving the goalposts on what they're saying. I can only imagine that somebody out there is going to go, well, maybe this isn't right. Maybe. Can always hope. All right. So what else do we have? I'm going to do a few more questions and then we'll get into some readings. I'm trying to think. I don't think I want to use these because those are for QAnon. Let me ask this question because I want to know if this was a barter gift. Somebody sent me this oracle as a barter gift. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. The Dark Goddess. You can kind of see the Dark Goddess. Beautiful. So there. I have that. So anyways, I'm going to find out one of these. I'm going to ask if... let me see. I'm trying to find a really good one. Hell. Are the Trumps going to face legal issues? No, wait. I wanted to do, is Trump going to be convicted in the Senate? Hell. Is Trump going to be convicted in the Senate? Let's see. Is Trump... Concealment is also at the bottom of this. So, is Trump going to be convicted in the Senate? Is Trump going to be convicted in the Senate? And let's say yes. That's interesting, isn't it? I remember the last time I did this. Yes, I mean, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. That Trump is going to be convicted in the Senate. Okay. The last time I did this, when he was doing last time he was being impeached, or whatever, I always got no, he's not. So there you have it. Let me see if the Republican Party is going to... Oops. Is the Republican Party going to in denial? Okay, sorry about that. There's going to be a skip. Phone calls, this, that, the other, kids. All right, so I have another question. I want to know if the Republican Party is going to survive this trial. I want to know, because I have denial, out, and concealment. So I'm going to ask if the Republican Party is going to survive this trial. Is the Republican Party going to survive this trial? It's undetermined. It kind of went sideways and then it's giving me a no. So really, it's undetermined, but I don't think the Republican Party is going to survive this trial. Here's another one of my remote views that has downloaded on me. It feels like they are trying to eliminate the Republican Party and bring forth the Patriot, another party. In order for them to rise to the occasion with the Patriot Party or whatever the new one they want, they have to kill the Republicans. And this is one of the ways. They have to do it. Kind of seems like it. If I had to assess my energies, that's kind of how it feels on how that's going to go. All right, now let's do some readings. I want to know, and I'm going to use my Dark Goddess cards. They're actually oracles, but I can use them any way I want because that's the way it is. I'm going to see what charges, if there's anybody, see what it says about the charges. They're hard. The only thing about these is I don't care for cards that are too big, where you can't shuffle them. It's annoying. I don't like it. Okay. I'm going to pick out of the middle, see what it says about the about charges. Inspiration, envy, equality, and control. What is underneath the inspiration? Obsession. So the charges are going to be because of 45's obsession about money, his inspiration and his obsession about money and how to cheat. His seduction, the envy and the seduction. He was very envious of people who had money. He's very envious, and the seduction of cheating also came into play. It says equality, but what goes underneath that is empowerment. So equality and empowerment. So if the seduction and the envy, a quality, he wanted to feel equal in the eyes of all of the rich people, and it gave him a little bit of empowerment. And then there's control. So what does control have? Control has redemption. He had all the control. All right, thank you, cards, for telling me the backstory, as you always do. So this is what he is going to be, the charges are going to be about because of his actions in the realm of cheating and why he cheated. Simple. Element 3, my dear Watson. Anybody that has any intelligence whatsoever can see right through his greed and his seduction to the darkness and to all of that. So put these away, get out my other cards. Okay, so now let's look into Letitia James, the reason why there's no charges have been filed against 45 and his family. Let's see what's going on there. Ooh, come on. My cards are very, very famous for telling me the backstory before we get to the real story, so it might be a 2 parts here. But that's what they do. 4 of Wands. The excitement of realistic. The Knight of Pentacles. Charging into the knowledge. Triumph. Self-assured. Passionate new beginnings, travel, lust. The Ten of Swords comes in. Stable, flowing, and caring, and passionate and control. So my question is why Letitia James hasn't filed the charges on Trump and his family yet. I see insight. So as I dip into that information and dip into that, I think really she is waiting on the trial in the Senate. Maybe she can gather some more information as it comes through. Doggies. Also, it has lots to do with insight and the end of a difficult situation. When she files charges, because when she files charges, will President Trump have charges filed against him through Letitia James? Will Trump, he's no longer president. Yes, it will happen. Okay, it will happen. There's just a lot. It's like she has to have her ducks in a row when she goes after such a big fish. Interesting. Because I do see triumph. She knows she has it. She has triumph. She has information. She has what she, she's just trying to do more. This right here, restless lust, the lust, the watching it all downfall, gathering all the information. We also have the Ten of Swords, which is insight. The Ten of Swords is that insight. She's looking for all of the dark angles. And then the Queen of Cups, loving, stable, flowing, and caring. She cares about what's going on. She cares about holding him accountable. We also have the Four of Pentacles, where it talks about progressiveness and control. She needs to have the control. Once she does file the charges, she has to have the control, because she cannot lose sight of the end result, because he's such a big figure and such a big fish. Like, filing charges and arresting him would incite, the wackadoodles. And it's like a balancing act and flow and making sure everything is going to go well, because once she does, she has to keep the control at all times and know exactly that this is a fail-safe thing. No lawyer is going to be able to get him out of it, or the family. So she's there. She's definitely there. We also have a bunch of security and discipline. The discipline is coming. And the Magician, she has to look through all of the ins and outs. And Judgment. Judgment is next. All right. What was the other ones? Somebody else, yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so now we're going to do March 4th for the United States. And then I'm going to do for the Orange, Florida guy. And then for the Wackadoodles. The Wackadoodles are QAnon, so anytime you hear me from here on out, say Wackadoodles, you'll know who I'm talking about. The people who cannot differentiate between the truth and the false statements. They're called Wackadoodles. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then we'll do it for also for July 29th. Which also apparently is a significant date, according to my pendulum. Woo! King of Swords, bravery. So I'm going to use that one. Popped right out. King of Swords. That would be March 1st. Sudden action. This is for the United States and March 4th. So I'm going to do 4 through 7. 1 through 7. Here we go. So that would be March 1, 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th. So it looks like so March 1st is the bravery and the courage and the conflict, and the Tower, the chaos. So March 2nd is going to bring some sort of chaos, some sort of delusional whatever. And then we have the Three of Cups, which is friendship, collaboration, reward, and community. So we're going to come together, visionary, victory, healing. So we're going to go whatever as a country. And then the Knight of Cups comes in, that lover, that reveal of love, that knight, that shining armor type of thing. So we have, and then delusion comes up again. So March 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Knight of Cups, which is always Biden and the administration. Just letting you QAnon wackadoodles know. Cups are always the Biden administration. But right after that is, of course, the fantasy and the illusion. So it is like they are going to tout he's going to be the president. The United States is going to, whoever they are, but the Biden administration comes in, and then they're delusional again after that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I'm just going to 7 days. Fertility, abundance, the holding on, the holding on to their conspiracy theories. The United States. So nothing is going to happen on the 4th. To the United States. We are going to experience their crap, though. We're going to experience their upheaval and their chaos, and then we're going to experience their delusion afterwards. So we're going to experience that, know that, and then the Four of Pentacles, watching them hold on, being stingy, withholding, trying to, and then the Empress, the fertility, the productivity, the marriage, the family, stability. This usually is, how the United States, so this is like the Statue of Liberty. We're going to come through again one more time, standing still, standing tall, being a strong nation as we are. But we are going to experience the chaos and the BS through this. Okay? So that is for the United States. Now let's do 45. Only because he's involved. Let's see what his days are on March 1 through 7. I hear rumors. I mean, there's just so many BS rumors out there. Like, he's already created an Oval Office down in Florida, and everybody's supposed to go down there and do his inauguration and watch it. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. These wackadoodles. So 45 on through March 4th. Here we go. March 1, March 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Hermit. Okay, so on the March 1st, if you look back, remember the other one. So the happy family, looking for assistance, meaning his, looking for his base to talk. Then we have the Four of Cups, which is interesting, meaning disconnect, boredom, and apathy. It's almost like he plays into it a little, feeling left out because he's missing his oh, Trump, whoa, he's missing this. But then the truth comes out. The Ace of Cups is on the 4th, truth. And then the 10 of Cups, it's not happening. It's not going to happen. So then he's all 10 of Swords, feeling like he's a victim, feeling terrible. March 4th didn't come around. He's not president again. Oh my gosh. The Empress, the United States, Statue of Liberty. And then he goes back into hiding. Sorry. He goes back into hiding. Oh my gosh. All right. I know that was giddy, but moving forward. So here's 45s. So no worries on the March 4th, but I do want to do the wackadoodles and see what's going on with them on March 4th. Wackadoodles. I can't imagine living in such a deep, dark hole of illusion. I don't think there's any medicine for that, to be honest. If so, I would, happily offer them an injection. Okay, wackadoodles. Delusion. March 1st. Delusion, 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 delusion. March 1st. March 2nd. King of Cups. They're, March 2nd. King of Cups. That's interesting where they have the United States in chaos. They're going to talk crap about Biden and that he's going down and he's not going to be the third. So the withdrawal, the failure of... They're going to really talk him down. Let's see. Temperance shows up. Balance, moderation, purpose, meaning, tolerance, blending, self-control. It's like delusion, talking crap, showing their, how evil they are. And then temperance shows up as in the hand of God, the spirit showing up, and just because it's not going to happen. So again, they're going to be let down. Then they have to go back to, again, moving the goalpost. Steady progress, moving the goalpost. Ooh, resting. They have to go back down into their little holes. I'm pretty sure their family members are probably looking at each one of these other family members going, oh, yeah, you crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 4th is Temperance. And then the 7th, the Queen of Wands. Business, determined woman. So time out, steady progress, time out, and they have to go back to the drawing board. The determined woman. That goalpost has to keep on moving for them. So this day is not going to happen, but they're going to tout it before that. I mean, they're going to have a whole bunch of fun. We also have the moon underneath everything, the illusion. They're going to have a lot of that. So you're going to probably pick up the rhetoric, going to pick up the BS, and then of course nothing happens again. Okay, so let's do July 29th, and then we'll get out of here, right? I'm going to do 2 days before, 29th, 2 days after. I'm going to do it like that, and I'm going to do the same thing. United States, and then the wackadoodles. because I don't think 45 is going to be an object for them by then. It's like they're going to give up on him. I feel it. It's like they're no longer going to tout their, you know, kiss the ring to the king. He's not going to be it anymore, because he's going to fail them. He's not going to be president. He's not going to, you know, he's going to fail them. Why aren't you doing something? Yeah. So, concentrate on the United States. What's the United States? See if we have to set forth some protection or what. United States for July 29th. Okay, here we go. July 29th, 2 days before. So this will be the July 29th. And then 2 days after. Okay. So this is the United States, which is boredom, apathy, and then the Three of Cups, again, the friendship, the collaboration, and the relationships, and the diplomacy. Six of Pentacles is going to be charity, generosity, and then the Knight of Swords come in, bravery, courage, and conflict. So nothing is going to happen to the United States on the 29th. We are literally going to be in the greatest, best place that we could ever be in since we've gotten rid of the orange man from Florida. Whew. Was that a ride or what? I hit my camera. Sorry, guys. So we're going to be in the best place. I wouldn't worry about them. But let's go ahead and read on the wackadoodles and see where they're going to be. Nothing's going to happen. Absolutely nothing. The boredom, apathy. The first card was boredom and apathy. We're like, we're already done with them. You know, the wackadoodles are a thing of the past. They are old news. They've been exposed. They have no secret door passages anymore. They don't have the illusion of, you know, we got a secret society anymore. It's going to be so exposed that they're going to feel come belly up. And so wackadoodles. Wackadoodles. See the chaos? See the tower? The apathy was on the first one with the United States, and the chaos and the tower moment for them. So 2 days before, victory, Two of Wands, achieving first stage, the Knight of Swords again, bravery, courage, and conflict. Okay. So ironically, so the wackadoodles, the chaos, all of that. So the romantic visionary, the public recognition, which we already talked about, that we already see what they're doing. We're already crazy. Achieving first stage, failure to plan. Failure to plan, as you can see down here. Oh, future planning, sorry. Success through strength and visionary. So they're back at the drawing boards. Bravery, courage, sudden action. Let me see. The Hierophant smashes that. The collaboration. The balancing of the forces. The defense. And then the Two of Wands. The popularity. Nothing in here says that they're going to do anything. However, they're still going to like relish in that day. Some of them, whoever is left out of the tower moments, out of the thing, they're still going to be, you know, just like 45 always had that solid base of people who were never going to leave him. This is what they're going to do. They're going to be there. Truce, settlement, difficult choices. They're going to still want to. But there's nothing in here that says that they're going to. Death, end. The end of the chaos. The end of the chaos. They have to turn. They have to go do something else. The Ace of Wands. The creativity. The magician. The delusion. Yeah, they're not going anywhere. So, you know, there's going to be still some of the residual of the wackadoodles. But nothing. We've got nothing to worry about, people. I keep on trying to say that, and I really, really, truly believe that, you know, 6 months from now or so, where the United States is going to be such in a better place that nothing they say is going to faze them anymore. Remember this. There's more of us that believe in a better world than they are of them. Keep on remembering that, and keep on reminding whoever wants to talk about it too. There's more of us than they are of them. So, alright guys, I hope that helps somebody. You guys have a wonderful Saturday. Thanks.